Let's say you want to start working out. Initially, you're really excited about making a positive change to your life. You've attempted to make this habit stick in the past and failed, but this time it's going to be different. You set your alarm super early, you wake up, you lace up your running shoes, and you hit your workout. The first few days are like clockwork. You wake up early, you work out. You wake up early, and you work out. But then, life gets in the way. You have a late night of drinking with coworkers, you go on vacation, something bumps you off your routine, and all of a sudden this attempt lines up with every other previous failed attempt. You do not have a healthy habit that sticks. So what went wrong? That's what I want to talk about in today's video. But real quick, I'm actually making a course. It's a 3-week course on habit change. And if you've liked the videos that I've made here on YouTube, then I think that you're really gonna like this. I think you're gonna get a lot of value from it. So just go to mattdiavella.com/newsletter, sign up, and I will let you know right when it becomes available. Okay, back to the video. So recently I sat down to talk with Nate Green. He's an author and fitness expert that's been featured on both Tim Ferriss's blog as well as Men's Health.
We've spent a lot of time and a lot of research looking into how do people change.
According to Nate, one of the reasons we fail is because we don't truly understand behavioral psychology. Put simply, we don't get how our brains really work. So we get super ambitious and super excited about making a change in our life, and we set really high expectations for ourselves. And inevitably, when everything falls apart, we wonder, why didn't that work? Nate dove into deep detail about how we can actually make changes in our life that stick for the long run.
The way that I look at like behavioral change and like turning knowledge into action is like, what are just the basics that I need to know about this? What's the skill set that I need to know? How do I break those skills down into smaller practices? And then how can I make it so easy that it's almost embarrassing? Like I'm like anyone can do that. Like when we work with a new client and they have a new habit, and the habit is to, let's say, go to the gym 3 times a week. A good coach or someone that knows behavioral change, what they'll do is they'll shrink that change, especially if it's something new to the client, right? So instead of going to the gym 3 times per week, we'll ask them a question like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you can actually go to the gym 3 times a week? Like, think about your schedule, think about what you have going on, look at the next week. And if the client answers anything less than a 7 or less, like 1, not confident, 10, very confident, if it's a 7 or less, we shrink it. How about 2 days a week? 7. How about 1 day a week? Well, I could do that. That's like fucking easy. Anyone can go to the gym 1 day a week. And that's the habit that we start with. And that's the only thing that we measure for a couple of weeks or a month. Are you consistently going to the gym and doing this one workout 1 day per week? And it seems like such a small change. But for someone who's never really worked out before, if they consistently go to the gym 1 day a week, that's 52 workouts in a year when they may have done 0 beforehand. And over time, that builds up into this thing where your life is totally different than it was 2 years ago. And it feels like nothing much has changed, but at the same time, everything has fucking changed.
So I think a lot of people see those who are incredibly fit, they've got the 8-pack abs, or they've built a successful business, and they think that it requires a lot of complexity to get there. But in reality, what they've done is layer on knowledge. It starts with just enough in the beginning. You don't want to overwhelm yourself and overcomplicate things, because all you need to do is create consistency in your life first. You can add complexity later, but for now, try to keep things simple.